Okay, let me check in with the Frst Bd Mn, the final check-in. I finished it. Finished the book up today. Wow, Miranda July. This is my first Miranda July novel, and I really vibed with it. I really enjoyed it. Cheryl is such an engaging, real, lonely person apart, and that I really enjoyed going through her story. Which, does it end happily? Does it end? It ends. And does that epilogue actually happen? Or is that epilogue something that just simply runs in her mind as, you know, this is the movie ending that you would like? And I kind of do want for Cheryl. And I mean, I think maybe that's a measure of the success of the book, is like, I want that to be true in that way that makes me think, probably isn't true. And that things will go along awkwardly for Cheryl, and how will the little guy grow up, Jack grow up. I mean, she's a good person. She's just a really odd person. But, you know, not like alien or quirky, but just like real. Clee, actually, she leaves Clee. She tells Clee to move out, which is like, that was awesome. That was really great. This is a character who's made a decision. And, you know, part of it, she just looked at Clee and goes like, you're not happy. You're just like, it comes across her sitting on the sidewalk smoking, and it's like, you're miserable. It's like, okay, you need to leave. You need to move out. She does. She moves in, and with a woman more her age, which, you know, I don't think is Cheryl's greatly happy about. There's some wonderful little interposing of, I'm thinking about how young she was, or whatever, all the kind of, like, you know, X stuff that you might have. So Philip the pedophile may indeed be Jack's father, and that she may have actually kind of triggered the events that sent her into his arms, in that she, instead of kind of the whole love thing, she sent him to get, go on, to get her feet, her smelly feet taken care of, and met Philip, who'd actually talked to her about the doctor. There's all this thing about waiting rooms in this thing, and doctors and professionals, which kind of don't work, or work in very odd ways. And yeah, sent her into her arms when she was probably pissed off at the moment where she was looking for love, and she got a referral for her smelly feet, and had sex with this bizarre guy who, oh God, are you worried that Cheryl is going to end up with him? And they have sex in the most sad, pathetic sort of way possible, in that he's like, okay, I don't care if you watch, but I'm just going to watch this screen, and then if you could just turn over, and then when I say go, be ready. So, he's like, I assume, jacking off to it or whatever. He's this old, pimply guy who's was into really younger women, and yeah, can't actually make it with her. And, you know, I guess he did this with she meets the young woman who he was with before, the not young woman, the girl, the 16-year-old girl that he was before, which turns out she had kind of convinced herself that no, he wasn't real. It was just a game they were playing. But no, it was actually there. It was actually true. And I mean, she's going to therapy now. But yeah, yeah. So there's all that, and oh God, when he comes to visit her, and he sees her with Jack and says like, oh yeah, yeah, it's just, two human beings together. Age doesn't really matter, just man and woman. And she's like, mother and child. It's like, oh, okay, whatever your thing is. It's like, oh my God, he really, really, really is gross pedophile. Who leaves? She turfs out again. That is, she leaves. They have their abortive sex thing, and she just walks out, and she starts walking and walks and walks and walks. Looks up at the mountain and says, like, I could climb that, and then turns back around and walks home, and folds up all his stuff, and it's like, yeah, good luck. And no big dramatic scene, just like, yeah, good luck. I was like, okay, yeah, and he leaves, and she's with Jack, and that's really good. And yeah, you do want it that at the end that Jack is coming home with the good girl that he's met, and that they run to each other, laughing, and that it's okay, and that Clee's there too. It's I think it really is probably her fantasy, but it's like, that's a future she's imagining for herself. And even if she's just imagining it for herself, that's really an awesome future to imagine for yourself. And I'm pretty good with that. So who is the first bad man? Is the first bad man Philip? Yeah. Yeah. It's an interesting title. I should think about that. Who is the first bad man in the first bad man? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I will leave it there. More videos later.